Be the change that you wish to see in the world. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. The future depends on what you do today. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. An unjust law is itself a species of violence. Arrest for its breach is more so. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Nonviolence is not a garment to be put on and off at will. Its seat is in the heart. I claim to be a simple individual liable to err like any other fellow mortal. There is no way to peace, there is only peace. Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and the other by acts of love. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. The greatness of a nation can be judged by how it treats its weakest member. Where there is love, there is life. Action expresses priorities. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. First, they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. The best way to predict your future is to create it. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. In the attitude of silence, the soul finds the path in a clearer light, and what is elusive and deceptive resolves itself into crystal clearness. An error does not become truth by reason of multiplied propagation, nor does truth become error because nobody sees it. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is the truth. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. My life is my message. Hate the sin, love the sinner. Service which is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served. There is more to life than increasing its speed. In doing something, do it with love or never do it at all. You can't change how people treat you or what they say about you. All you can do is change how you react to it. Be truthful, gentle, and fearless. The best way to win an argument is to start by understanding the other person's point of view. The only tyrant I accept in this world is the still voice within. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. Intolerance is itself a form of violence and an obstacle to the growth of a true democratic spirit. Where there is love, there is life. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The greatness of a nation can be judged by how it treats its weakest member. The best way to see faith is to shut the eye of reason. It is health that is the real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. There is force in the universe which, if we permit it, will flow through us and produce miraculous results. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. It is better to be violent if there is violence in our hearts than to put on the cloak of nonviolence to cover impotence. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. I cannot teach you violence, as I do not myself believe in it. I can only teach you not to bow your heads before anyone, even at the cost of your life. The human voice can never reach the distance that is covered by the still small voice of conscience. My religion is based on truth and nonviolence. Truth is my God. Nonviolence is the means of realizing Him. Nonviolence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. It is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. Man's nature is not essentially evil. Brute nature has been known to yield to the influence of love. You must never despair of human nature. Anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. An eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. There are many causes I would die for. There is not a single cause I would kill for. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, and then you win. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. To lose patience is to lose the battle. It is easy enough to be friendly to one's friends, but to befriend the one who regards himself as your enemy is the quintessence of true religion. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. There is nothing that wastes the body like worry, and one who has any faith in God should be ashamed to worry about anything whatsoever. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. Nonviolence is the first article of my faith. It is also the last article of my creed.